Hey guys, this is Bill from Linden, Tennessee. This is an intervention. I have an addiction. My addiction affects my friends, my family, and my colleagues. I didn't think I had a problem, but I do. My problem is I just can't only have one thing going on at a time. Welcome to, for the time being until I come up with a name, Mr. Case. This is a 644 Case, 1972. Looking at the serial number, it's a fairly early model, one of the first 200 or so, if they started at one. And it's got a little 14-horse Kohler in it. This is one of those cases where the previous owner said it ran when I parked it. So there's that. He did use it for several years. I first saw this thing about 7 years ago. This was a guy called Robert. It's at his house. He and his wife Ellen, they live off grid, and I went over there and helped them with their solar array, well, their solar system, their inverter and their batteries and all that stuff. And that was about 7 years ago. And then recently, yesterday, day before yesterday, they called up and they had a lightning strike and one of their inverters crapped out on them, and it was pretty bad timing. They've got family coming in this next weekend. But anyway, last time I was there, I noticed this tractor sitting over in the shed, and I asked them about it, but I didn't really care much about tractors at the time. I was doing my own solar and doing other stuff. Then I went over there again day before yesterday, and July 4th, in fact. Happy July 4th to all of y'all. Hope you had a good one and everybody has all their digits still. And after I finished the job for them, I asked them about this tractor and walked over there and, I was like, what's your plans for it? He's like, man, I was running that thing a few years ago. All I was doing, he was just using the hydraulic system for a log splitter. It was just parked, but he was using the hydraulics for log splitter. And he's, I guess he's used a different thing, and he made me an offer on this thing that I just could not refuse. So here it sits. And I got the weight box for it too. And I don't know anything about these things, other than it's got a front end loader, which is what I wanted, and it's significantly beefier than any of the Cubs that I've been working on. Now, what this is going to do, this is going to replace my Kubota. It's just a diesel Kubota sitting over there, and this is going to replace that. I don't need that Kubota. I need something, kind of need something smaller. And if you know me, you know where I'm headed, where I'm going with this. But I'm going to not say anything for a while, just to keep the suspense for those who don't know. But the cylinders, they're all kind of rusty and pitted. I think they're probably salvageable. I got that little bar in there as sort of a safety thing, because they certainly leak down. The front one is fine. It doesn't even look like it leaks, but it hasn't had any pressure in it either. But both of those are kind of pitted, and there's oil leaks all over this thing, so that's kind of nice to keep the rust down. But this is, I think, is a proper barn find. The only blemish to its otherwise perfect patina is this dent right there. Who knows what that is? And there's also a switch right there. I don't think that's factory. I have no idea what that does. Probably for headlights. And the thing right now, what I'm doing is I got this front swing axle out because, well, for one reason, that pin, that little tab sitting right there, used to weld to the front of that pin, and that weld broke somehow. How the hell that happened? But that pin was kind of half out, so this front swing axle was really, really loose. But the main reason I'm doing this is because this hub over here is just rusted solid, and I can't get the thing out. I can't get it off. So I'm going to get this steering knuckle out, and I've got a little hydraulic press here in the shop. I'll try and support this on the back and try and push that axle through the hub. And if my little press doesn't, if I don't either don't have room or I don't have enough balls, then I'll take it to work and use the one there. And I have no doubt that will get it out. And that is that. Because I need to get new tires for it. The front tires are a mess. They obviously are flat, like super duper flat, and the back tires are flat too. And with no way to lift that bucket, this thing was a real pain to get it on at Rob and Ellen's house. And if it wasn't for Artie, there's no way I'd have got that off. I wouldn't have been able to do it. Not by myself anyway. I don't know how else I could have done it. I would have had to, I don't know, doesn't matter. But here's a couple pictures for you while I'm chitty-chatting. And, well, the next thing for this then is to get that hub off, get new tires on this, and put this front end back together. And then I'm just going to roll this off to the side, and I'll do this later. This will probably be, well, I'll start messing with this as soon as I'm done with this. Really, I need to get this done. This is big, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and I want to have it done before the summer. So I don't want to get wrapped up in this too much. So I'll just push this aside, put a tarp over the top of it, and just kind of leave it as is until I'm ready for it. But there you go. Intro to Mr. Case. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.